The European Union has a vital interest in seeing stability, better governance and economic development at its eastern borders. At the same time, the EU's partners in Eastern Europe and Southern Caucasus are seeking to intensify their relations with the European Union. The specific eastern dimension of the European Neighbourhood Policy was one of the key issues of the debate during the Bureau meeting of the EPP Group here in Karlovy Vary in the Czech Republic. Josef Daul, MEP, chairman of the EPP Group, and Zuzana Roitova, head of the Czech Republic delegation of the EPP Group, welcomed Tigran Sargsyan, Prime Minister of Armenia, and Alexander Milinkevich, 2006 Zakharov Prize and leader of the Belarus opposition. The EPP Group supports a partnership with the eastern countries and believes that such a partnership is based not only on business contacts, but on cooperation in the areas of freedom, democracy, strengthening of the rule of law, and cooperation in educational or culture policy. Cyril Svoboda, chairman of the Czech Christian Democrats, KDU-ČSL, underlined that Europe should have a long-term strategy for its eastern borders.
The neighbourhood policy is a vital interest of European Union due to the fact that Russia has got a long-term strategy, maybe one day to revitalize the former Soviet Union. But this is a long-term strategy, and the answer coming from Europe is to have the same long-term strategy.
Tigran Sargsyan, Prime Minister of Armenia, said that the Eastern Partnership could help the countries at the eastern borders of the European Union to implement the declared values of Europe. We have some declared values, but the reality is diverging from the declared values. The Eastern Partnership will help us to converge, to come closer with these values, to implement them in real life. Jerzy Buzek, President of the European Parliament, stressed that we have to approach the Eastern Partnership with simplicity and referred to three key points.
Improving parliamentary democracy in all 6 member states on the east direction from the European Union. Next point, to give possibility for so-called soft projects, which are connected with civil society, like scholarships or special chairs at the universities, Jean Monnet chairs, and also projects for cooperation with Western democracies. And the third, maybe the most important, is to have some money for concrete projects which could help in very wide number of issues and problems.
For Jan Březina, MEP, member of the Euronest Parliamentary Assembly, the question is not to improve, but to establish an Eastern Partnership in reality.
It was formally established, but there are necessary steps for creating it. It's first of all a space for our values, values of democracy, human rights, and the substantial things in background. Yes, there are very good things like business, energy, mutual relations in I don't know what, science. But first of all, it's necessary to establish and improve in these countries a state of human rights and democracy.
Gunnar Hökmark, MEP, Vice Chairman of the EPP Group, responsible for EU enlargement and neighbourhood policy, summarized the actions to be taken at the end of the debate.
We must be firm regarding democracy and freedom and open, securing that we have common institutions and work together and increase mobility over borders.
The conclusion of partnership and cooperation agreement between the European Union and the Eastern partners brought the countries of the eastern flank of the European Union politically and economically closer to Europe. The European Union has a growing responsibility to help them address the political and economic challenges they face and to support their aspiration for closer ties with Europe. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.